Good morning. Welcome to another Casual Financial Friday. My name is Matthew Atkins. I'm the Senior Financial Advisor for Clearbrook Investment Management and also National Social Security Advisor Certificate holder. Well, this month, all across the United States, is what's called Life Insurance Awareness Month. And you might be thinking to yourself, who came up with that? And my answer is I'm guessing it was the insurance industry. Just like many of the holidays that we celebrate in our country were developed by the card industry. And so now they get to sell lots and lots of greeting cards that have to do with holidays that most of us never even knew existed in the past. Well, this is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And you might be saying to yourself, who would want to talk about life insurance, let alone sell life insurance? Well, guess what? I do. I actually really enjoy helping people with life insurance. I think it's one of the most important things that I do actually as a financial advisor. Next to helping a couple or an individual who is trying to figure out if they're going to be able to retire, and maybe they've saved hard and they've worked hard, but they're still not sure whether or not they're going to be able to really enjoy those work optional years in their future. Being able to help that person understand that yes, they can experience that and enjoy that period of time, and that we can create a plan for them to live within their means as well as have excess and be able to do some of the things they love to do. When they walk out, or that individual walks out of my office and feels a sense of hope about that, that's one of the best parts of my job. I feel the same way when it comes to helping people understand and get life insurance. Because for a lot of people, they don't really understand all the ways that life insurance can actually be used to help them. When they're just starting out, obviously, it can be a great way to generate some peace in life. I just helped a young couple in the greater Seattle area, incredibly hardworking people. They've got 4 young kids. He's building a growing business, and she gets to stay at home right now with the kids, but he's on the road a lot in Seattle, which is some of the worst traffic in the nation, and they wanted to make sure they protected their kids. They wanted to make sure they protected each other, so that if something were to happen, the other one would have time to grieve and to work through that process and take care of the kids if necessary, and get back on their feet. And so I was able to get this young couple in their 30s, him a $2 million life insurance policy for not even $72 a month, and her a $1 million life insurance for about $31.50 a month. And you know what? That premium for that is coming out of the company that they own, because that way it doesn't affect their individual cash flow of the family. It's just a beautiful tool. It's a beautiful way for them to have peace of mind for the future. There's a lot of other benefits that go along with that, though, because inside a lot of current term and universal life policies are living benefits, and a lot of people don't even know what living benefits are, but they're exactly what they sound like. They're benefits that you can access while you're still alive. So if that young man were to have a stroke or something, a critical illness or a chronic illness, he could access some of those death benefits to help cover the costs of some of those maybe extended care that he'd have to go into. And so not just ensuring death, but also ensuring the possibility of some other critical or chronic or even a terminal illness is another feature that's inside a lot of life insurance policies. Some people just don't want to think about it. They don't want to think about the possibility of death. And if you're a young person out there, or maybe you're a grandparent like me, and you've got kids and who have kids, and you want to help your kids get life insurance, help them think it through. Or maybe have them watch the video I did a while back on "You're Going to Be 40 Anyway," because the reality is that just because we don't prepare for the future doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It is going to happen. And preparation is one of the ways that we can face the future with a real peace of mind. I could go on, but I'm going to save some of that for the coming weeks, because there's so much more to talk about with regards to life insurance. So what I want to do is I want to encourage you to tune in the coming weeks. Don't just tune out. Okay, so whether you're a young person, or maybe you're a person who's in their 40s or even 50s, maybe you've already got a term policy and you're thinking about when that's going to mature, and then what are you going to do? You need to consider whether or not you're going to add some permanent life insurance, a universal or whole life policy. Maybe you're a person who's my age, in their late 50s, who's concerned about their kids and their grandkids, and so you need to be a voice in their life to say, hey, why don't you get some life insurance? Or maybe let me help you get some life insurance. Maybe you're somebody in your 50s and 60s and you're still in good health, and you'd like to explore, hey, do I still have time to transfer some of my assets to a life insurance policy where I can draw from them in a tax-free way in retirement? we're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. So make sure you tune in, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. My information is down below. Call me or drop me an email, and be happy to talk with you more. And so in the coming weeks, we're going to talk a little bit more about index universal life, premium financing, how you can use premium financing to save some of your own assets while at the same time expanding the death benefit that you might be buying through a life insurance policy. Risk protection, loss protection within a life insurance policy. So tune in, and we'll look forward to talking with you next week. Have a great weekend.